And welcome back to the Renegade Report. Happy to have head coach Jeff Chudy with us as we're going to finish the first half, get right into the second half. Coach, we'll just roll the video right now, just before the first half. And again, Tark had 3 interceptions in the first half, yet you're only down by 3, and here's one of them right here. What happened on this play? Other than just thrown to the end zone, and the other guy got it.
Just wasn't a good throw.
Just wasn't a good throw.
We were running what we call as railroad, and Marquise was running across the field. Derek was going across the far hash and was just thrown in the wrong spot.
All right, so you got Patrick Marzette with a nice play
that
right
should
there.
have been a penalty. They grabbed his face mask, and they guy chickened out and waved it off.
Gabe Artiega had a nice game.
He's a good player. He's got 8 sacks. He's done a lot of good things for us.
And this is going to put their quarterback out. Jordan Nichols making a hit right
here.
He
blasts him. Wow.
Yeah.
Looked a lot better from up high.
Yeah.
He nailed him.
Yeah. So he was down there. Backup quarterback comes in. They did eventually end up with a field goal in this one as they went into the locker room with a 13-10 lead. But again, some nice defense. You guys aren't giving up touchdowns. That'll make any coach happy.
I think our guys are in that realm of mind right now that it doesn't matter where we're at. We can keep them out. Mm-hmm. We're going to stop them. We've got that little bit of confidence going, if you will. And just confidence does a huge thing for a group.
Okay, we're going to recognize a guy right now. He was honored at halftime. Take a look at him right here. Peter Reyes, who's been a flag bearer guy who's run out for 30 years. I guess this was his final game.
And he lives down in Southern California.
Lives in Southern California.
Comes up.
Wow.
Yeah, he's an amazing guy. He's an amazing guy. He really is.
Nice for him to be honored. There's Sandy Taylor, of course, and nice to be honored during halftime of the game. So, again, recognition of Peter Reyes. A lot of people don't get recognized.
Huge Renegade supporter.
That is nice. All right, let's go to the third quarter now. It's 16-10. They tacked on another field goal, so they did score first. But then Yagi going to Dylan Littles, who had a couple nice catches in the second half. Littles with a grab right there. And then Triton Douglas. Just talk about, Triton, I think, career-high carries and yardage in this game, yeah?
I don't even know.
You're not a stat guy. You don't worry about that.
I know he carried the ball a lot.
Yeah, and here's another run right here, showing a little shiftiness there as well for the touchdown. So you guys go up 17-16 at that point, and then eventually going to turn it back over to the defense, which is playing really well. But again, you talked a little bit about Triton, but what about feeding a guy who runs like that the defense really is having trouble taking down?
Well, he's a punishing guy, and when he's one of those guys that's going to wear guys out, and that's kind of where our mentality
That's the whole thing.
was.
Second half, they're getting worn down defensively.
Yeah. Make them a little gun shy, and it's just a kind of a attitude of Will's, and see who wants it more.
Yeah. Little Jerome Bettis in him there.
Yeah, he's and like I said, he can do a lot of things. He's a great blocker, great pass catcher out of the backfield, so he's a multi-versatile guy.
And the thing is, when people don't maybe understand sometimes, when you have a guy like that who's a weapon running, but he's a good blocker, that opens not opens up your playbook, but disguises it. Because sometimes if you bring in a back who only blocks, they know what's coming.
Right.
When you have a guy who does both, it certainly helps things out. Obviously.
No, it's when he's in the backfield with Derek back there, you don't know who's going to get the ball.
Yeah.
And it's one of those you can't key on one person when he's back there because of his versatility.
All right, let's go some more defense. And we mentioned Gabe Artiega earlier on. Let's show you another nice play by Gabe coming up right here as just getting into the backfield, making the tackle. And then Brandon Furman, South High, doing the same thing. He's stepped up lately, young guy.
He really has. I'll tell you one thing. He's got a motor. He runs, snap the whistle, plays hard. Took him a while to get things figured out, but this is a great play by
Fresh.
I
mean, yeah.
No, that was the only punt of the game for us, and that was like a 55-yard punt, and Dominic made a really nice field tackle.
Flipped the field right there with a punt that long, and then of course great coverage. So you go to the fourth quarter, you're up 19-7. You're down 19-17. I'm sorry, as Ventura scores, and now you get the ball back. Let's take a look at the drive that puts you guys ahead. This is going to be Yagi to again Littles, who had a couple of big catches in the second half. So Dylan carrying defenders too. He's a tough guy to bring down. Former offensive lineman at BHS. Triton, again, running hard and just
getting vertical.
Getting those few extra yards. And then a fourth down run here for Vickers.
Yep, that was a really good run. He did a nice job with running hand sweep, and he cut it back inside.
And then the game winner right here
Kalen
just gets in right there for the touchdown as you guys go up 25-19. So obviously the math says it's only a 6-point lead. I was curious why the 2-point conversion when you were up by 4 at the time. Why a 2-point conversion? Was there any?
Yeah, because if it goes back to.
I know there's a chart.
Yeah, there's a chart.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the other thing too. We had to burn a timeout because our scoreboard operator put the points on.
Oh, I know, the wrong side.
The wrong deal.
Yeah.
And so we're looking at it, going, well, we don't need to go.
Yeah.
They're saying go for 2, and I'm looking at the thing. Why the heck are we going to go for 2 when it's going to make it 26-19? You know, it's a 7-point game, and then we end up taking a timeout because it was goofed up. So
all right.
But no, it was one of those. Field goal. The 1 point wasn't a big deal in the sense, but the 2 points were huge. Okay. 1 point wasn't going to make a difference for us, but the 2 points were huge if they had scored.
All right, this final drive was just flat out wacky.
Oh, unbelievable!
I mean, this was a crazy drive. This is 4th and 20-something. There's a bad snap there, and this guy runs here for a first down. And right there, you got to be scratching your head going, how the heck did they even keep the drive alive?
Was it meant to be?
And look at this snap here. This, again, actually was picked up and run for a first down.
Yeah.
So, again, 2 first downs on weird plays. And then here, a fumble that I think the ball rolled further than the guy ran because it just keeps on going and going and going, and they recover it.
Went through 2 of our guys' legs.
Yeah. And then finally, they're facing a 4th down, and the defense comes up. Dominic Banks coming up with the quarterback sack right here. I thought something weird might happen, but it didn't. It was just a sack. There you go. You got some help there
Shades
as well.
of the Canyons game or whatever.
There you go. Exactly. And there's your celebration. And good look at Dominic on the sideline right here afterward as you guys go on to win it by a final of 25-19. But was that one of the strangest drives you've seen when you're on the defensive side of how that transpired?
No question. It was, you begin to wonder if just meant to be, It was absolutely crazy to see 3 fumbles, and they all go in positive yardage for him.
Yeah.
And the punt was 4th and 25 or 23 or whatever it was, and he was backed up. They were backed up on the 20, so he's kicking from the 5.
Yeah.
And bad snap, and our guys, the 2 guys coming off the edge, went for the block that never was, and then we had a couple guys overrun him. And
just your luck, their punter had wheels. Most
punters,
no, he was a backup. Most punters can't run from
backup defensive back.
I know Parker Campbell can run a little bit, but I mean that guy could run.
Backup DB. Yeah. So it was crazy.
Yeah. So bowl game this Saturday. Just your thoughts on Chaffey College.
Chaffey's a good football team. Beat Long Beach. They play in a tough division with Riverside, Mount Sac, and Long Beach, and played Riverside really close. They're a good football team. They come in. They're a wide open offense, very similar to the guys we just played the last couple weeks. So I think we've seen some of this stuff before. They've got a couple quality backs. Quarterback's very versatile, kind of a mobile guy. Defensively, they're very sound, kind of a bend but don't break defense. Don't take a lot of chances. So it'll be a good quality game. Good players on both sides. Going to be great weather. I looked in my secret weather chart, and it says it's 66.
Okay.
So it's going to be fun. It's good for our sophomores to get some more recognition, and hopefully we'll get a nice crowd. And you got to realize that for both teams, 99% of the players will, if we get a nice crowd, 7,000-8,000, won't play in front of a crowd that big again in their entire college football career. So hopefully we can do that and send everybody off. Both teams deserve to be in a bowl game, and we're on a roll right now, and see where we can go with it.
I know that you can't unring the bell, and so the 1-4 start is what it was. But what would a 7-4 finish mean to you as a coach in terms of just because I know you think maybe 1 or 2 you'd like to have back. But what about you raise your eyebrows, maybe 3, all but Riverside. But having said that,
those guys again.
Having said that, what would a 7-4 finish mean to you?
I think more importantly for us, it's the way we got to where we're at right now is the fact that we've won 5 games in a row. We're on a roll. We got some momentum, and Yeah, it would be great to keep that momentum going. Be nice to send our sophomores out on a great note, beat some quality opponents along the way in Cerritos and Ventura, and if we're lucky enough to get after Chaffee. Chaffee's a quality opponent. It'd just be great to sit our sophomores out on a super high note and have that momentum for the freshmen going into next year.
How difficult is it to? I know you get a great core of local players. You look at your roster, shoosh, it's almost all local kids. Having said that, though, how difficult is it to coach at this level, knowing that you lose kids every 2 years?
It's
you go to Fresno State or any 4-year school, you've got that kid for 5 years if you redshirt them once and things of that nature. But yours is almost like just when you're getting to know them and getting to use them a lot, they're gone. How difficult is that, knowing that you got to retool every year?
No question, very, very difficult. You develop these bonds with these kids, and like you said, just as they understand exactly where you're coming from, and the trust level really increases on all sides, then they're gone, and you go, man, I wish I had that guy again for at least one more year, or if you're greedy too. But it's tough. It really is, because the bonding that occurs, it's sometimes it doesn't happen overnight, and it's a process. And then just when everybody kind of gets it all figured out on all sides, we're on to the next group. So it's tough.
Well, congratulations on what it's been a great 5-win,
I think so.
Game win streak, and best of luck against Chaffee.
Appreciate it.
We'll be out there again. It's a 4:00 start. By the way, tickets, they're $12. You can get them at Valley Tix and also the BC box office. If you are a student, staff member, administrator, a senior, or 12 and under, tickets are $9. Let's get out there and get some butts in the seats and get a good crowd out there. As Jeff alluded to, he is a meteorologist when he isn't a football coach. The weather will be good out there. For the Renegades against Chaffee College. Again, 4:00 start at Memorial Stadium on Saturday. We're going to take a break. When we come back, running back Triton Douglas will be in. We'll talk to him in a moment.